All right. Hey, you guys, I'm so excited to be doing this Zoom. I haven't done a Zoom where I just share my truth and speak for everyone for a really long time. I've been in a really weird place and I just decided that I was going to get myself out of it and do what I love, which is to teach people. I probably should have been a teacher, but I didn't go to college. So, I'll just teach you instead. But my name is Courtney. I've been in the business for almost 6 years now, which is nuts. When I started, I was 21 and I was drowning in debt and I had no way to get out of it. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I needed to try something. And this came along. For 2 years. I did pretty much nothing because I was afraid of what people thought, of what it was going to do, whatever. And then I got to a point where I was like, I need to do something. So we're just going to try. And within 8 months, I had doubled my full-time income, paid off all of my debt, quit my job, moved across the country, all the things. So I want to talk first about our goals, because if we don't know what our goals are, if we don't know where we're going, we're never going to get there. Okay. So I am going to ask some questions. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because this isn't like the meat of the Zoom, but I'm going to ask some questions. And if you know the answers right away, put them in the chat. If you don't, I want you to write down these questions because I want you to think about them later. Okay. So my first question is, how many success bonuses do you want to earn by the end of next month? So this is the full 3 cycles, right? Full 3 cycles. How many success bonuses do you want to earn? I'm going to earn 3. I already know what all that's going for. Okay, so you want to earn 3, you want to earn 1. Okay, 6. I love it. 1, 2, awesome. Okay, so think about that. So I want to know, well, if you want to answer, you can. If you don't want to answer, that's fine. What are those bonuses going to pay for? Okay, so if you're going to earn 3, that's a total of 12 grand. Where's that 12 grand going? Are you going to do a down payment on a house? Are you going to pay off your car? Are you going to buy a new couch? Are you going to whatever? Like for me, my first Christmas cash, I was like, I'm buying a new washer and dryer because I'm sick of mine that burns all my blankets. Like I knew to the penny where everything was going. So how many success bonuses are you going to earn and where is that money going? Okay. Next question is, what is your dream rank in 90 days? Okay. I'm saying, when I say dream rank, I don't mean like ambassador if you're a distributor. I mean, you could technically, I guess, but I'm saying like, what is like a goal that you're like, I would love to do that and I feel like I could, but also I'm going to like talk myself out of it at the same time. Okay, so like 90 days from, like mine's triple. I'm a double. I'm not maintaining double right now. I'm just going to be totally honest. My goal is triple. It terrifies me, but that's my dream goal for 90 days. Okay. And then what's your dream rank by the end of the year? Do you know? Mine's Prez. I'm going to be Prez by the end of the year. Okay. So these are just things that I want you to think about. How much money do you want to make in the year of 2022? Do you know? We should have, if you didn't know, our 1099s are on eSuite. How much money do you want to make? I want to make 95,000. That's my goal. So I don't feel cool enough to make 100,000 yet, but I'm like, we'll get real close. So my goal on my account is 95,000. Okay. Do you know how much you want to make? Do you know what that means for you? What do you need that money for? Okay. My next question is, what are you going to do with that money? Because a lot of times we think of all this money we want to make, but if we don't know where we're going to use that money for, what we're going to do, we're never going to get there because it doesn't seem realistic to us. Okay. What I want you to do for a second, pay off debt, y'all. When I paid off my credit cards, it literally felt like I was the coolest person. Like I felt like Kim K walking around. Like I legit felt like I was rocking it because I, for once, felt so free. But what I want you to do, and we're going to do this real quick, and I've done this on plenty of Zooms with people, but I want you to close your eyes for a second. I can see you, so close your eyes. And I want you to pretend that it is, we'll say, April 8th. Okay, it's April 8th. And you just heard through the grapevine from someone that commissions were posted in eSuite. And for the first time, you are so freaking excited, right? Like you have the little bubbles inside, like the little butterflies. You got so much going on. You're so excited. So you log into eSuite, you click commissions, and it takes forever to load, right? Because everyone's trying to figure out how much they made. And for the first time, you see that dream commission, right? Whether it's 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, 1,000, whatever it is, I want you to see that. What does that commission check look like? Okay. Now that you see that commission check, what are you going to do first? Are you going to call your husband? You're going to call your best friend. You can call your upline, your downline. Who are you calling? Right? What are you going to do? My first double check, I called Matthew. I wasn't even like back with him, like in the same state. And I freaked out. I was like, babe, we are rich. Like we are making it. So I want to know, like, what are you going to do with that money? What does that feel like? And I want you to do that visualization every single day. because it's going to be so easy to convince yourself that you can't make that money, but you can. So do that visualization. You felt that in your stomach, right? Like you felt the little butterflies. Get yourself there into that moment, okay? But my next question for you, put a 1 in the chat if you were bound and determined to go to Punta Cana, right? Who's about to be hanging out with martinis? I don't drink martinis, so I don't know why I said that, but who's going to be like having a great time, right? In Punta Cana, it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to be there. I want to know who's going, okay? What I want to know is, imagine that you're flying to Punta Cana, right? And obviously you earned 11 cycles, right? So you get to bring someone and you got all your free airfare. So who did you bring with you? Who's sitting next to you on the plane? Do you know? Who's sitting next to you? Okay. Then when you get to Punta Cana, like, what are you wearing? Right? Like, are you going to get some new outfits? Are you going to get a swimsuit? Like, what are you going to wear? What are we doing? I want to know, like, what kind of excursions do you want to do? Do you want to go parasailing? Do you want to go like glass bottom fishing? I don't know. That's a thing, right? Or like, what are we doing in Punta Cana? Right? And the other thing that I want to know is like, who do you want to meet? Right? We all have those people that in It Works, we're like, man, they are just so cool. Like they are amazing. And I would love to just like know a little bit about them. Like I would just love to know them in person. Who is that? Who is that? Who do you want to meet? Who do you want to like understand more? Who do you want to learn from? I want you to visualize this so that on the days when it gets hard, that you don't know if you're going to make it, if you don't know if you can keep doing this, you can go back to this. Because I promise you, if I can earn, in like November, I did the qualifications for the trip before the trip was a thing. If I can do that with the 2-month-old baby, anybody can do this by the end of July. Okay, my plan is to have it done on my account and Matthew's. I don't know why, we're just going to do it, and I don't know who we're going to bring, but that's my plan. Okay, what are you doing? Where are you going? All the things you need to figure it out. Okay, so you have to be able to visualize it. What I want to talk about, we're going to go pretty quickly because I want this to be a Zoom that people can reference back to, but I also am keeping an eye on the chat. So if you have questions, please stop me and put it in the chat. I will answer them. We're going to talk about the daily things to do to get yourself to those goals, right? There's like something on my glasses. It's like, there we go. The daily things to get you to your goals, okay? The first thing that we need to be doing every single day is posting. I'm going to say this about all the tasks. This is what I do. This is what I recommend. If your upline tells you something different, do what your upline says, okay? This is what I do. So daily, you're going to post 3 times. A couple rules of thumb for posting. You don't want to post more than once every 2 hours. And you do not want to share things, like click the actual share button. Please do not do that. Don't share your words with friends score. I don't care. No one cares. It makes your Facebook look bad and it doesn't like help your algorithm at all. Okay. Don't share anything. So 3 times a day, no more than once every 2 hours, you're going to post once about the business, once about a product, and once about something not It Works related. Okay. So if you're sitting here wondering, you're like, cool, Courtney, that sounds great, but like, what am I going to post? If you are on my team or in like our team area, there is a board that has content for you. Okay. So you just click the content folder. There's posts for business, products, whatever. Okay. If you don't know what to post for random things, post your outfit, post what you ate for lunch, post a random quote, post literally whatever, like a picture of your kid. I post pictures of Carter just because it's easy and I don't need to think about it. Post anything that's going to help your network get to know you beyond just It Works. Okay. So check your content folder on the boards. And if you still need help, like you're like, I just don't know what I'm doing, ask your upline. If it's like, go to your diamond upline and be like, hey, I want to get better at posting. Do you have any tips for me? Do we have a content folder? If you're not on our team, ask if they have content saved anywhere for you. Okay. Next, any questions on posting first? Does that make sense? Okay. Next thing is interacting. This is, I'm gonna be totally honest, and I've talked to other top leaders and they agree with this. This is my most hated thing. I hate interacting because it feels like it's wasting my time, but it is the most important thing to do, because put a 2 in the chat if you've ever posted something and you're like, hello, did I post to anyone besides me? Nobody's answering. Like, did anybody see my post? What in the world is going on? This Sally over here posted the same post and got 600 comments and I got 1. Like, what the fudge is going on? Anyone else feel me on that? Okay. The issue with your page and not theirs is you're not interacting. Okay. You will see direct correlation with your interaction with your friends and your comments on your post, okay? Because what happens, Facebook at the root of it wants you to be friends, right? It wants to connect people that are legitimately friends. So it's not going to show your post to Lisa over here that you haven't commented on or liked any of her posts in 2 years. Lisa isn't going to see your post. And if you're not talking to anybody on your Facebook, nobody's going to see your post because Facebook's like, this girl doesn't have any friends. Like, she's got friends, but like they're not actually friends. So by going to your friends and liking their posts, commenting on their stuff, send them a message and saying, hey, I saw your picture, your shirt's so cute. Where's it from? Oh my God, your dinner looks so good. What recipe did you use? Whatever. Okay. That is what you need to be doing every single day with people. So what I recommend is just go to your Facebook friends list and just search like a letter, like search A today, and just go like and comment on everyone's things. Then tomorrow do B. If you want, you can print out your friends list. Don't ask me how to do it. I don't know. I have to YouTube it every time I do it. You can print out your friends list and just go through the list. It literally does not matter as long as you are doing it. Okay. You can also search by your newest friends or oldest friends on Facebook as well. That's a different way. So that is interacting. It's going to be a pain. You're not going to like it, but do it, do it, do it. Please, please, please promise me you will interact. The next thing that we're going to do is grow your network. How many of you okay, we're going to do like a correlation thing. If you have under 1,000 friends, put a 1. If you have between 1,000 and 2,000 friends, put a 2. 2 to 3,000, put a 3. 3 to 4,000, put a 4. 4 to 5, put a 5. Okay. If you do not have at least 3,000 friends, that is where you need to focus first. 3,000 minimum. Okay. Minimum. If you have less than 1,000, you need to be in like panic mode, and not like actual panic mode, but kind of. You need to get your friends list up fast, like immediately. Okay. I'm saying to add 50 friends like every other hour for like 2 weeks. I'm not kidding, because here's this analogy that I've said many times on Zooms. Imagine you're going fishing, right? If you're going fishing and this pond is this small and there's only one fish, you go fishing there the first day, you get a fish, you're like, oh, this is the best pond ever. I'm going to go back fishing here. We're great. I'm never going anywhere else. This pond is gold. I got a fish within 5 minutes, right? You go back there, this pond didn't get any bigger and there's no more fish here, but you're still wasting all your time going into this pond, right? Well, if you grow your network and you go to an ocean, you have unlimited amount of fish there, right? You can fish every single day and find new fish. That is what you get from growing your network. We need to make new friends. Okay. So what you can do, 3 things. One is host to post. We're going to go into that more in a little bit after this. 2, you can go through friends of friends. What I did when I first started growing my network, because y'all, when I joined this business, I had like 200 Facebook friends. I now have to delete people daily because I'm maxed out. When I started growing my network, what I did is I went to someone's Facebook. Like if I looked at Shannon is on here and I'm like, oh, you'd be so good on my team, but she's not on my team. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to her friends list, because her and I look like we'd be friends in real life, right? Like don't go to Jim Bob, who you're like, they have 42 friends. Go to someone who looks like they'd be a real friend. Go to her page, click friends, click suggestions. You're following me? Friends, then suggestions. You will see all these friends that you have mutual friends with, all these people. I went through multiple times a day, like every other hour, and I added every single girl on that list. Okay. I know you're probably thinking, but what if they ask if they know me? Do I just ask random people? Like, what if they like question why I'm adding them? I say the same response to anyone that messages me. Oh, I don't know. We had mutual friends and I thought you looked familiar. Sorry. What are they going to say? I hate you? Like that's such a simple message. Nothing's going to happen, right? So just send those friend requests. If you don't want to do that, you can also do groups with similar interests. Like I could do people that had babies in September. I could do people that have pugs. It doesn't matter who you add through, just add people, okay? Every single day. And if you're maxed out and you feel like your network is really like dead, there's not a lot happening, don't be afraid to go like unfriend 1,000 people. I kid you not. Just go unfriend people, add new people, because Jocelyn Yates always says, fresh fish jump first. Okay. Find new people. I promise it'll revive everything. Okay. Let's talk about host to post. How many of you put on a scale of 1 to 3, 3 is like, I'm a master at host to post. I need no help. 2 is like, I understand host to post, but like, I still feel like I need help. And 1 is like, I don't understand host to post at all. 1 is like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. A lot of people are 2s. Okay, so I'm going to do a separate Zoom going very into depth on my host to post system, but I'm going to talk about a couple basics here. So I'm thinking probably next Thursday, I'm guessing tentatively next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will post it everywhere I posted this. I'm going to be doing a Zoom specifically about host to post, going very in depth, answering any questions you have. Okay, but the first thing that we need to talk about is how to get host to post up, right? So my favorite way is called a bait post. That's what I call it. I will show you guys on my Facebook what it looks like. And I put these up once or twice a week, kind of depending on how many comments I got. But this says help settle a debate because I'm going crazy. What do you call this piece of bread? Tell me for a chance to win our $500 giveaway. Okay. Oh, my phone's real dirty. That's what it looks like. So I have 28 comments. You see that? That's 28 people I can message. I'm not going to give you all the scripts of what to say, how to say it, all those things right now. We're just going to go over basics, hop onto the host post Zoom for all the scripts and everything. So that's bait post. The second thing you can do is messaging, right? So you can just message people that are active on Facebook or random people on your Facebook friends list. I just put in the chat what I say, if it'll let me send it. It is not. Shannon, I'm going to send it to you. Will you put it in the chat, please? So this one I try to send at least 50 of these messages a day, every single day. Okay. It's just what I do because I know that host to post is where my business is. This is where my distributors come from. This is where my customers come from. This is where I grow my network. Okay. You have to do this every single day. Okay. The next thing you can do is you can message people who posted for you already this month. And you can just say, hey, how would you like a second entry into my giveaway? All you'd have to do is put up another post for me and you'll get an extra entry. Did you want me to send it to you? I'll have Shannon put that in the chat too. That is something that I love to do when I feel like everything's kind of just dead. I'll ask someone who's posted like a product one. I'll have them do a giveaway post for me, or I'll do the opposite. It doesn't really matter. It's just getting up those host to posts. Okay. I don't like to do that all the time because then you're going to the same network, right? Like we're going back to that same pond. But if you're really desperate, that's a good way to do it. My goals daily are 5 product host to posts, 5 giveaway host to posts, and 2 distributor host to posts. Now, I want to make this very clear because a lot of people are struggling with this. When I say 5, 5, and 2, I don't mean you personally post 5, 5, and 2. I mean, you find 5 people to post about the products, 5 people to post about the giveaway, 2 people to post about the distributor, okay? Or about the business. Not you personally. If you're struggling getting a post to post, you need to be on the Zoom next week because we need to figure this out because this is where everything's going to come from, okay? This is where everything is going to come together. So if you don't want to wait for next week, ask your upline for scripts. Say, hey, can I get in on one-on-one Zoom with you? Can we walk through host to post? Your diamond upline should be willing to do that. If they say no, find someone else. Okay. Get on a Zoom. Do not be afraid to put yourself out there to your upline and say, hey, I need help. Walk me through this. I'm willing to do the work, but I don't know what to say. I don't know how to work this. We will help you, but we cannot read your mind. Okay. So do not be afraid to advocate for yourself and say, I need your time. I need your help. Okay. So the next thing that we need to be doing every single day is posting on our stories. This is just kind of like keeping up with the network, right? Like it's just helping another way for people to see you. You can check Telegram groups and Pinterest for like it works type posts, but I like to use my stories as like come along the day with me, right? So like today I had a content day with one of my friends. We did like a bunch of pictures, and then we sat and got coffee and iced tea. So we did like a boomerang of that. And then I took a picture of Carter. Like I just do what's going on with my day to show things other than just the business. Okay. If your network is over host to post, you need to get a new network. You need to add more people. Okay. Point blank. I'm sorry to be so blunt. That's what it is. We just got to add new people. If you're maxed out, unfriend a bunch and add new people. That's what we got to do. And also I want to ask you, if you want to send it to me privately, how many friends do you have? I'm very curious. Next thing, y'all, I'm going so fast because I'm trying to make this like real quick. 5,000. Okay. If you have 5,000 friends and you feel like your network is over host, you got to delete like legit like 3,000 of them and add new people because that's insane. I'm just saying. One thing that most people hate doing, put a 2 in the chat if you are very confident and are consistently following up with people. There's going to be like less than 5, promise. Because most people hate following up, including myself, because it's hard, because it's awkward, because you're stressed about what they're going to think. Okay. Now, there was 4 of you that said 2s. I want you to put a 3 in the chat if you've ever gotten an email from any company ever because you put something in the shopping cart and didn't check out. Anyone get one like 7,000 times a day and you're like, yes, I still know that was in the cart. Thank you very much. Right? But you get enough emails and you're like, fine, I'll order this stupid thing. Like, I'll just order it. Just shush. Right? Or maybe you were like, oh, I meant to order it, but then like your kid fell or like you dropped something or whatever. Life happens. Okay. Do not stress about following up with people because 99% of the time, they're not ignoring you because they hate you. Right? They're ignoring you because they don't have money. They don't want to say they don't have money. Or they're waiting to get paid, or they forgot, or they got busy. Okay. So make sure you figure out a system of following up. There's 7,000 different ways you can follow up with people, like what days, what times, what all the things. Figure out a system that works for you, whether you write people down on a journal, you put them in your calendar, you put them in your notes, whatever. I don't care what you do. Figure out a system and stick to it. Okay. Last thing that we want to talk about is personal development. Okay. You need to be pouring into yourself every single day. Like point blank, end of story. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. Because if you don't, you will find yourself in a rut. Like I had found myself previously where I'm like, can I even like be successful in this business? Can I even enroll customers? Can I enroll distributors? Like, what am I even doing here? Right. We've all been there. So that's where you have to pour into yourself. So my top 3 books for you that I recommend reading. One is called The Energy Bus. I think Carter's awake. That's not good. Second book is called Go for No. And third book is called H Money. Okay. Beyond that, there are 3 different podcasts you can listen to. The Pam Sauter podcast is awesome. Cami Pentecost also has a podcast. And then the Craig Rochelle podcast is also great. You can also do journaling. You can do affirmations. You can do whatever you want. It does not matter. Just do something to make yourself like believe in yourself again. Does anyone have any questions? I know I rocked through that real quick. Manifestation Babe podcast is good too. Yes, that's also good. Any questions before we hop off? I wanted to make this like real quick, real straight to the point, to make sure you guys understand what needs to be done and how to do it. Awesome. I will end this recording. I will put it up on my YouTube. And then I will also share the host to post Zoom